Heights. Lagos State government hosts quarterly community development sensitization engagement. Socio-economic rights and accountability project sues governors, FCT minister over allocations. On the foreign scene, army thwarts attempted coup in Democratic Republic of Congo. And in sports, English Premier League prepares two identical trophies ahead Manchester City Arsenal matches. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement has organized a one-day quarterly community development sensitization and engagement program for residents of Orile-Agege Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. Special advisor to the governor on political, legislative and civic engagement, Afolabi Tajuddin, said the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has developed various policies and programs that are beneficial to the citizenry, and there is a need to create awareness about such policies even at the grassroots. Tajuddin noted that the engagement of residents at the community level is essential to address challenges, proffer solutions, and build an all-inclusive governance that can foster growth and development in all areas. Highlighting the features of the Citizens Gate 2.0 application, the Permanent Secretary, Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Abiola Koshegbe, said fostering inclusive governance and advancing sustainable development at the local level can only be achieved if the citizens are responsible and know their rights. She said the government is engaging all possible means and creating laudable projects to give back to all taxpayers, therefore taking responsibility, being involved and engaging Lagos State MDAs through the Citizens Gate platform to bridge the communication gap between the government and the grassroots community. The Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development has disclaimed a rumor that the ministry is carrying out a recruitment exercise. The disclaimer was made by the Permanent Secretary, Office of Physical Planning, Oluwole Shotire, through a statement made available in Alausa at the weekend. Shotire urged members of the public to disregard the false and misleading recruitment information and not fall prey to the antics of mischief makers. Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo has sacked all transition committee chairmen across the 21 local government areas of the state. This is contained in a letter signed by the State Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, Collins Nwabunwanne. The order takes effect from Monday, 20th of May 2024. The Anti-Vandal Unit of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested 11 suspected pipeline vandals opposite the depot of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited at Apir, a suburb of Makurdi, Benue State capital. State Commandant of the Corps, Yakubu Ibrahim, said following an intelligence report, the command dispatched its team to the area opposite the NNPCL depot. Ibrahim said the team discovered an illegal vandalism of an NNPCL pipeline, also known as the Yola Line, at the location. Also known as the Yola Line at the location. While describing the activities of the vandals as an act of terrorism, the commandant said the destruction, which stretches over 10 kilometers, was an economic sabotage. And now to the rest of the stories. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has sued Nigeria's 36 governors and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nyesom Wike. According to SERAP, they were sued for failing to account for the spending of trillions of Federation Account Allocation Committee allocations collected by their states and the FCT since 1999. This was contained in a release by SERAP's Deputy Director Kolawole Uluwadari. It said the lawsuit followed reports that the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, disbursed 1.123 trillion naira to federal, state, and local governments for March 2024. The organization also asked the courts to compel the governors and Wike to invite the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission to probe any allegations of corruption linked to the allocations and to monitor how the money is spent. No fewer than 386 people, mostly women and children, have been rescued by the army in Sambisa Forest 10 years after their abduction. The acting general officer commanding GOC 7 Division, AGL Aruna, made this known while speaking to newsmen at the outskirts of Sambisa Forest in Konduga local government area after welcoming the troops that conducted the 10-day operation. Aruna said the operation, tagged Operation Desert Sanity 111, was to clear Sambisa Forest of all the remnants of all categories of terrorists, as well as provide some of them eager to surrender, as observed the opportunity to do so. And now to foreign news. The Democratic Republic of Congo Army says it has squashed an attempted coup against President Felix Tshisekedi in the capital, Kinshasa, involving Congolese and foreign fighters. DR Congo Army spokesperson Silavin Ekenge said on the state-run television that several suspects have been detained and the situation is now under control. His statement comes out after armed men attacked the house of the former chief of staff, Vital Kemahe, a close ally to President Tshisekedi, early on Sunday morning. Witnesses say a group of about 20 assailants in army uniform attacked the residence and an exchange of gunfire followed. Kemahe's spokesman and the Japanese ambassador said in posts on X that 2 guards and an assailant were killed in the attack. In our sports, with the English Premier League EPL title race going down to the wire, the league has prepared for any outcome by preparing 2 identical trophies. One of the trophies is to be stationed at the Emirates Stadium, while the other at the Etihad Stadium, as the league gets set to crown either Mikel Arteta's Arsenal or Pep Guardiola's Manchester City as this season's champions. Arsenal will host Everton, needing a victory and hoping for Manchester City to falter. Meanwhile, Man City only needs to match Arsenal's result to make history as the first English team to win 4 consecutive championships. Now that's all for the news at 4. Just before we go, before embarking on a journey, always examine your vehicle's condition. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, on YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration engaged independent managers for the management of the Lagos theatres? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement has organized a one-day quarterly community development sensitization and engagement program for residents of Orile Agege Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has sued Nigeria's 36 governors and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nyesom Wike. We also told you that the Democratic Republic of Congo Army says it has quashed an attempted coup against President Felix Tshisekedi in the capital, Kinshasa, involving Congolese and foreign fighters. And in sports, with the English Premier League EPL title race going down to the wire, the league has prepared for any outcome by preparing 2 identical trophies. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowu Olaiya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.